Good morning. This is our kind of remembrance of Twin Oaks Baptist Church as we reflect back on the days that we had so much fun in watching it unfold before our own eyes and watching how the Lord works and how marvelous He is and how He can put things together. It's just so interesting, but yet we hardly know how to describe it. When I sit here trying to tell you about it, you almost had to see it to believe it. It was so fantastic. We are, this year, 2012, we're celebrating our 20th year as the first inception of the church, which started in 1992. And I'm viewing the Twin Oaks tree that was the namesake of the church, if you're in tune with that. And that was how it came about. It was voted on, and seemed to be a good name for it. And beside that, you see a sign that reads that the future home of Twin Oaks Baptist Church. And that was, so to speak, our first stake in the ground, and we thought it was such a wonderful thing that what it did, it was not only sending the message to us that we had established ourselves as a new beginning as a church, and it also told the community what our intentions were. And so many people could relate to that, and I think it brought even more attention to it. That we'd enjoyed so much up to that point, and I can remember back even in the first days that it was just a thought in our minds. Even we didn't know where we were going and what was going to take place or how we were going to accomplish what we wanted. We simply wanted a place to worship, and it started with about approximately 30 people. And that was much like the first church, I think, that Jesus created. We met in people's houses. I think of Bobby Whitlow, I think was the first one. And then from there we went on to Tony and Faye Ramsey, who graciously gave up their basement where we had a little more room. But I was so amazed that the Lord filled up every space that we could ever come up with. And He filled every seat, He filled every vacancy, and He filled every need that we had. We could never get ahead of His blessings. We didn't even try, though, for that matter. But He was there to fill every space and every vacancy that we could ever think of. And we so graciously watched that happen. It was so wonderful to see it happen right before your eyes. And so many great, good, wonderful people came in to be a part of it. And it's lasted these 20 years, and we still see that happening. God is filling the spaces that we need to fill, and He sent us the right people to do that. And so, again, I say that we could never stay ahead of the Lord because He was there before us. And I think all we had to do is pray and to put forth what little effort we could to keep pace with Him. And we started meeting in, as I said, in the houses, and then we finally advanced a little bit, we thought, into a neighborhood old store building, and it wasn't quite enough room. It wasn't the place we really wanted, and I don't think anybody accepted that as being the final place. That even after a couple of the members bought the place and renovated it, it still didn't meet the need that we thought we needed. And soon the Lord blessed us with a spot of land that some wonderful people in the neighborhood allowed us to purchase, and even at below market price, it was just, we couldn't believe what was happening. And we just want to sit and just worship that all over again. It was God's hand at work. And I say to you, anyone that's never seen God's hand at work, you missed a great blessing. We had that piece of land, and very soon we had enough money. By the way, we didn't have anything to start with except a prayer and a hope. And every time He made a revelation to help us and to give us what we need, I think everyone's faith increases greatly. He gave us the land and almost at an unbelievable price, and then very shortly after that was added to it with even more land that was adjoining to this same property, but which exists today about 11 acres, I think. Then soon we had enough money to start the foundation of the main building. Again, we didn't know where we were going. We didn't know how we were going to accomplish that. We didn't even have a pastor at this point. But it was so many people that was gracious to come and speak for us, and we had an abundance of people that wanted to come and heard about it. And I guess wanted to be a part of it, and it was so wonderful. And they could sense the love that was there. And I'm not bragging on ourselves, but I'm bragging on the Lord, how wonderfully we were blessed. And finally, after we got the basement dug and we had a sub foundation under it and a sub roof over it, and we could meet there, and suddenly we had more space and we know what to do with. But let me say again, God filled that in a short time. We had hardly anything there in the way of furniture or anything. I think we started off not even a good songbook. Some people donated that, and then later on we got some pews and so on. We grew right into it, and soon that wasn't enough room. We had some small Sunday school classes adjoining. That's what still exists today, is the old recreation area downstairs. So that God was just way ahead of us.